Eyes on me. I'm Mark Pope, coach of the UVU men's basketball team. I want to thank Carlos Iglesias and Ken Garth Volkswagen for being a great friend of Utah Valley University athletics, basketball, volleyball, and everything else.
Thanks, Coach. We're proud to support a great program like Utah Valley University Sports. We wish the Wolverines a fantastic season.
You can thank Carlos, too, by visiting their new dealership today, Ken Garth Volkswagen. We hear you.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Ready to go? Sounds fun.
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
Thinking of buying a home? Think bigger. Because with UCCU's low interest rates and low mortgage insurance rates, you could qualify for more house with the same payment you could get from other local lenders. A mortgage with UCCU gives you more purchase power. That means more money you can put into your home or back into your pocket. To learn more, visit uccu.com/morehouse or stop by any UCCU branch today. More house, same payment. Only at UCCU. Inspiring smart mortgage decisions.
Dear James, when you were born, I nicknamed you Lucky. But luck has nothing to do with it. You've created your own path. The hours in our driveway paved the way to state championships.
So James Harden, how does it feel to be MVP?
You know, it feels great, though.
In the desert, you grew your game, and you shattered expectations. It wasn't long until you suited up for draft day.
James Harden.
Looking back now, you've always been creative. Doing it your way, on your terms. You were dreaming big then, but when you left me that note, keep this paper, I'ma be a star. You were already my brightest star.
MVP, baby!
Step back three, got it! James Harden!
And now, you're showing everyone else.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, inside the Lockhart Arena, where the Wolverines are set to host Arizona Christian in the fifth game of a six-game homestand to start the season for Utah Valley. I'm Kyle Bruder alongside Dylan Harrison. Utah Valley has played pretty well so far to start the season. They've been starting four freshmen consistently, so it's been definitely a trial and error kind of situation because they are missing a couple of their returning starters, but they've been playing really, really well. Utah Valley had a very impressive win against Ottawa just a couple of days ago, won 90-61, so an impressive win. But that game's in the books. We're on to the next one. Dylan, what do you think Utah Valley needs to do to come away with another victory against the visiting Arizona Christian today?
Yeah, the keys for Utah Valley today are going to be first and foremost to limit the turnovers. As long as they take care of the basketball and limit their turnovers, then they're not going to give the opposing team any easy baskets. And the second thing, and this is going to be the biggest key of today's game, is to limit Courtney Christmas's and Michaela Ender's scoring for the Firestorm. Courtney Christmas, she leads all of NAIA Division I with 28 points per game. So Utah Valley really needs to keep her in check all four quarters.
Sometimes when you have just one player like that scores in massive bunches, you try and focus on them and solely them. But the Firestorm, they do have another player that's averaging about 16 points a game. Let's hear a little bit about her.
Yeah, Michaela Enders. She's putting up 16.8 points per game for the Firestorm, and she's also doing it on the defensive end with averaging roughly 8 boards per game. So the Firestorm, they're a well-rounded team. They're averaging 85 points per game this season. So Utah Valley's got to be on their toes on the defensive side.
All right, we are ready to go. An interesting start, though. It looks like Utah Valley may have committed some kind of technical before the game started, as Arizona Christian was able to put up 2 free throws and go up 2-0 to start the game. I'm not entirely sure what happened. Also, we apologize that our scoreboard is not currently up and running. We're working on getting that fixed, so we'll be sure to update you as often as possible. But the first shot is on the way and good. Looks like that one's going to drop for Enders. who is the second leading scorer on Arizona Christian. But before we forget, the starters for both teams, first starting for Arizona Christian is number 1, Courtney Christmas. Also starting number 10, Jada Willingham. Also number 22, Brooke Polite. Number 23, Michaela Enders. And rounding out the starters for Arizona Christian is Tony Davis, and they are coached by head coach Odell Berry. And then for Utah Valley, starting at point guard is number 3, Mariah Carvalho. Also starting at guard is number 20, Alexis Cortez. Also at forward is number 14, Eve Braslis. And number 35 at forward, Jordan Holland. And those are your starters for, we also have a shooting guard, forgot, Emma Jones, number 22 out of Richfield. So those are your starters, and we are underway as Arizona Christian has gone up to a big 5-0 lead. Carvalho will float it in, can't score off the glass, and it's rebounded by Christmas.
I like the aggressiveness by Carvalho early on, though. It's going to open up a lot of opportunities for the exterior play as the game moves further along if she keeps doing that.
Cortez tried jumping the passing lane and ran right into Christmas. It's a good idea. The Wolverines have been running so much more this season than we've seen in years past. Seeing players jump out in passing lanes and trying to score quickly, but unfortunately that time it results in a foul.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about Cortez. How about her last game? She scored a career-high 19 points on 8 of 12 shooting and 3 for 3 from behind the arc. She was actually named the WAC Player of the Week. Based on her performance, she had an outstanding game against Ottawa.
Yeah, Cortez, she's a knockdown shooter. When she can get quality looks, then, the other team had better watch out. Kind of a scrap for the ball, ends up in the hands of Utah Valley. Holland is going to back down Christmas. It's a little too strong. She can't connect, and the ball will go right back to Arizona Christian. They still lead 5-0. Willingham swinging it around the perimeter. That looks like a beautiful pass inside for Enders, and Coach Nixon forced to call timeout as they go up 7-0. We're going to take a quick break here on the WAC Digital Network. Let's see if Utah Valley can rally back and close the gap, not get too.
Looking to spend that birthday money, Tyler? I'm just not sure which one to get. Well, they are both pretty cool. But saving some of that money would be pretty cool too. Yep.
When's the right age to teach your children how to save and spend money wisely? Right now, with the Be Money Smart program only at Utah Community Credit Union. Inspiring smart decisions.
Nice.
You only need to answer one question.
Will you accept the challenge to become? It doesn't matter your situation in life.
No matter your interest.
Whether your first choice or second chance.
There's a place for you.
Place for you. Place for you at UVU. Place to engage, to rise, to succeed.
To become.
Wolverines off to a slow start here at home against the visiting Firestorm of Arizona Christian. Really kind of bizarre start because of the technical difficulties with the scoreboard. Utah Valley was hit with a technical foul, resulting in 2 points before the game had even started. And Arizona Christian has gotten off to a 7-0 start. The Wolverines haven't really gotten into any offensive sets yet. They haven't really gotten any quality opportunities. So see if they can start to get some kind of rhythm going.
Yeah, they need to do a better job working the ball around. As Holland right there just attacks the basket and puts my foot in my mouth. But they really need
Don't
to
you love that? Don't you love it when they just somehow know exactly what you're saying and they just make you pay for it?
Yes, it's always fantastic. But hopefully as they continue on, they continue to attack the basket, but then also, work the ball around, get the defense shifting, because the Firestorm are playing very aggressive defense.
The defense definitely causing problems. Fortunately, Holland was able to find an opening. Cortez, the reigning WAC Player of the Week, she'll hand off to Maria Carvalho. She is picked up by Enders. Definitely a mismatch there, and Carvalho gets the ball just snatched right out of her hands. And looks like the Firestorm will pull back wisely. And guess who? It's Jordan Holland drawing the offensive charge, something that she is so good at. A much-needed stop for Utah Valley to try and stop the bleeding.
Yeah, Jordan Holland, the junior from New Mexico, she's always willing to put her body on the line. She's been known to take charges for her team, time and time again throughout the last 3 seasons, and right there's a perfect example of her.
She prides herself on that. I think it's something that she probably has. Cortez knocks down a 3. Looks like she hasn't cooled down since the last game against Ottawa.
Yeah, Cortez is shooting 42% from the 3-point line. So the Firestorm, they're going to have to get out there and get a hand up in her face.
Christmas on the high post had nowhere to go. Beautiful pass inside, but Enders nowhere to go, and Brazlis comes up with a steal. Brazlis finds a cutting Holland. She's going to go up, reverse, can't connect, but she is fouled.
Great job by the Wolverines recovering on the defensive end after Enders made a great back cut. But they were able to cause a turnover and get out and get on a fast break. So Holland looking to shoot 2 here at the line.
If you're Utah Valley, you want to get as many points as possible with the clock stopped when you're down a handful of points. 9-5 is your score currently, about halfway through the first quarter. Holland misses the first free throw, but she will have one more. And she buries the second.
Well, the Wolverines are off to a great start this season. They're looking to start 4-1 for the first time since the 2015 and 2016 season when they started 6-1. This home game stretch here, it's been good for them.
It has been, and you got to imagine, it looks like they're playing a lot more freely with transition offense, and got to imagine that has played a role in the nice start, but still no answer for the offensive power that is Arizona Christian right now, averaging about 86 points per game. Carvalho, 12 on the shot clock. She's going to float it up over to Holland. Holland goes up and gets blocked. Maybe a little contact, no whistle though. And the pass goes right into the hands of Kiana De Los Santos, nearly stolen. Holland can't connect. The ball is poked out, and it will go back to the Firestorm.
Those are the turnovers that the Wolverines have got to take advantage of when they're down here early on. De Los Santos jumping that pass, but Holland just unable to finish with her left hand.
Enders with the fake, drives baseline. Christmas, she'll take the 3. No good. Christmas again averaging 28 points a game and leading the entire NAIA Division I.
Typically she's doing it from inside the 3-point line, though. She's only shooting 22% from behind the arc. So look for her to do more work from the free throw line or under the basket.
Cortez uses the green light at the 3-point line. Can't connect this time. Four minutes to play in the first quarter, and Utah Valley down 11-6. Arizona Christian, looks like Christmas went up and got the ball knocked out. She really wanted a foul call, but 8 on the shot clock, and subs coming in for Utah Valley. It looks like Grange and Brazlis will check back in. Grange, definitely one of those doing the dirty work type of players, and looks like we'll have an offensive foul against Arizona Christian. Another nice break for the Wolverines, but Grange, a knockdown 3-point shooter, great rebounder, really good court awareness, another freshman on this team, so really young team that, has a lot of growth to do, but given the fact that, they're super young, it's been impressive to watch.
Yeah, and something you can always count on from the freshmen is just the intensity that they bring to the game. You know, they're ready to prove themselves and do the little things to help their team win.
Davis able to find Christmas under the basket with a nice driving kick. Excuse me, that was Enders, not Christmas. But Utah Valley able to score on the other side, ending a drought.
Braslis doing a great job using her left hand and getting inside.
Williams was able to get a hand on the shot. Grange has a lane, she'll attack and scoop and score.
Great move right there by Madison Grange. You know, getting down along the baseline and using the right hand with the little scoop.
The little pocket pass ends up right into the hands of Carvalho, and looks like Christmas is forced to commit the personal foul. Her first, but that is the third personal foul on Arizona Christian here in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can feel a little bit of a momentum shift here in the last couple minutes. The Wolverines doing a good job getting back to within 3 with just under 3 to play. You know, Courtney Christmas right there. You know, after the turnover, she had no choice but to make that foul and stop the transition bucket.
We'll be right back.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent.
Glad you're okay, Sarah. We'll take care of everything.
And the company that stands behind them.
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Neil Dastrup Insurance, your local independent auto owners insurance agency, supports UVU athletics.
You only need to answer one question. Will you accept the challenge to become? No matter where you are in life, no matter your interests, from award-winning accounting to marketing and entrepreneurship programs, there's a place for you at Utah Valley University. A place to engage, to rise, to succeed, to become.
Welcome back to the Lockhart Arena. The officials pulled the head coaches to the middle of the court, going over some kind of misunderstanding about a foul call. I wish I could have been a fly on a wall right next to it, but I couldn't quite make it out. So Utah Valley, I'm wondering if maybe it was an intentional foul because it wasn't a play on the ball. So Carvalho will head to the free throw line and shoot a pair of free throws. Utah Valley will also get the ball back. So if Carvalho is able to knock them both down, Utah Valley has a chance to retake. Well, when I say retake, I mean take the lead for the first time today. Also for our viewers at home, you can watch on the WAC Digital Network. You can also see this stream on Facebook Live. If you go to Go UVU on YouTube, you can see it there as well.
You know, looks like from overhearing the referee's conversation with the head coach of the Firestorm that it was, you know, either a flagrant or a intentional foul by Courtney Christmas, you know, just grabbing the player. You know, they're really trying to place an emphasis on that in the NCAA this year, trying to limit those aggressive fouls, you know, that could potentially harm a player.
Right. You know, sometimes, you know, you commit a foul because you're trying to stop an easy bucket from happening, but when it's not a play on the ball at all, there's always the chance for injury. If you wrap somebody up while they're running, it can be a dangerous play. So understandable. A fortunate break for Utah Valley. Utah Valley still down 1. It's a 1-point lead for Arizona Christian. Christmas gets stripped and fouled on her way to the basket. So it looks like Christmas will head to the free throw line.
Yeah, they caught Holland there just reaching across the arm of Christmas as she was making that drive to the basket. You know, the official underneath the basket didn't see it because she was blocked, but the C official ended up catching it.
So Christmas now on the year is 48 of 61, I believe. Shooting about 80% from the free throw line, so definitely not someone you want to send to the line if you're Utah Valley. Jacobson into the game. Jacobson had a career high against Portland when Utah Valley came up just a bit short, but Jacobson definitely led the comeback charge. And Utah Valley able to score, still a 1-point lead, and the ball ends up in the hands of Jacobson due to the trap of Utah Valley. They'll give it right back to Jacobson. Interesting fact, Jacobson is one of 4 quadruplets.
Yeah, that is a lot of kids.
I actually ran into her at the mall a little while ago, and I was like, did I see you or one of your siblings? And she confirmed that it was her.
We just need the other 3, if they're women, to be on this team as well, and we'd have plentiful of guards.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a solid player, and it looks like Utah Valley draws the foul, and that will result in bonus, as that is the 5th team foul on Arizona Christian here in the first quarter with 1:22 remaining. Jacobson at the line. First free throw is a little bit short for Jacobson. She'll get one more with a chance to tie. Free throw is good, and we are all tied up at 15 apiece.
Now the Wolverines looking to do this half-court trap, really scattering the Firestorm, but number 32, Davis, doing a great job getting to the free throw line and knocking down the jumper.
Cortez has a good look just off to the left, and Firestorm were really hoping for a foul on Kiana De Los Santos. She is a scrappy player down there, maybe got away with one. Cortez, she'll fake the 3 and float it up. It is in and out, no good. But the ball ends up with Brazlis. That one's no good either. A couple of point-blank misses, and it'll stay with UVU.
Yeah, Cortez being so deadly from outside the three-point line. You know, you see Enders having to close out very hard and fast on her to prevent her from putting up that 3. But Cortez, you know, using the ball fake and getting to the rim, she's got to be able to finish that next time.
39 seconds left in the first quarter. A fresh shot clock for UVU, and looks like we're going to have a foul against Moody of Arizona Christian. That will be more free throws for Utah Valley.
Both teams playing very aggressive on the defensive end. Arizona Christian with 6 fouls so far in this first period. Utah Valley only with 2.
Another free throw coming, and it is good for Cortez. She makes 1 of 2. The Wolverines are 5 of 8 from the free throw line. Utah Valley has yet to take their first lead today. They've managed to tie it, but we are at 17-16. Arizona Christian holding. They can't hold for the last shot as we've got about 8 seconds, and Carvalho will snag it. She tries floating it up, but a little too strong. The momentum carried the ball a little too hard off the backboard. So Arizona Christian can have the last shot. They will, and they make it. Slaughter with the bucket. It looks like Utah Valley won't get an opportunity for the last shot. So after 1, Arizona Christian leads 19-16 after going up 7-0. Let's see if Utah Valley can close the gap in quarter number 2. Welcome back to the Lockhart Arena here on the campus of Utah Valley University. I'm Kyle Bruder alongside Dylan Harrison, where the Wolverines trailed by 3 against the Firestorm of Arizona Christian. It's been an interesting game so far. The Wolverines got off to a very slow start, and the deficit grew before the game even started because of some technical difficulties here in the building. Utah Valley was assessed a technical foul, and Christmas was able to knock down a pair of free throws at the beginning of the game, and they were able to balloon that lead up to 7-0. Wolverines closing the gap, though, 16-19 after 1. The Wolverines just not shooting the ball particularly well. They're shooting 29% from the floor, 1 of 4 from 3, and they're at 63% from the free throw line. So some things that they can do a little bit better with. Only 2 turnovers, though, which is a nice bright spot for the Wolverines, as they have been averaging a plethora of turnovers as of late. So just 2 in the first quarter, make that 3 with the travel. So 2 in the first, 1 in the second so far. A promising sign for Utah Valley.
Yeah, Utah Valley, they start out a little stagnant in the first period, but because of their defensive pressure that they started putting on at the half court, they were able to get back. And here we see it again, and Jordan Holland taking it all the way.
And she lost her shoe. Able to get it on, and she's going to head back on down, but numbers for Arizona Christian with Holland not there. What a play by Christmas, going up and under. It looks like she took a shot to the top of the head as Cortez came in for the block, so strong finish.
Yeah, great job by Courtney Christmas, driving baseline and just great body control after taking a shot to the side of the head and able to finish. It's always unfortunate when a player like Holland or just any player on your team loses a shoe. The other team's able to just take advantage of it and go down the court and have 4-on-5.
Definitely unfortunate. The free throw is good for Christmas. She is now 5 of 5 from the free throw line with 7 points in 9 minutes of play. Holland gets it stripped as she tries to back Christmas down. And there is Davis. Davis has been really impressive today, just really has a really quick first step. She's a great passer, so Utah Valley's got to pay a lot of attention to her.
Yeah, that's back-to-back possessions. Utah Valley's gone to the middle to Holland, but she's been triple-teamed. She's got to keep her head up and not put her head down and dribble the ball. Look for someone on the backside that might be open.
Brazlis able to attack and score in the meantime. A baseline jumper is no good from Enders, and Brazlis comes up with the board. Jones, kind of a dangerous pass up top to Grange. Brazlis will float it up. Looked like she got fouled, but no whistle. Davis will flip it inside to Christmas, and Christmas is fouled. She will go to the free throw line. She is making her money at the charity stripe today.
Yeah, she definitely finds a way to get to the line, and that's where she does a lot of her damage, shooting the ball at about 80%, 80+% from the free throw line. The Wolverines got to go straight up whenever she gets the ball, or that's going to be an automatic 2 points.
And she hits to the line a lot. She's up to 63 attempts so far this season after 6 games. Well, this being game number 7. And, she's got almost 30 more attempts than the next closest player, being Michaela Enders. So Courtney Christmas scores a lot from the free throw line. Williams, nowhere to go. Wasn't a threat from the three-point line, so they left her be. Brazlis, she'll fake. Carvalho steps in just inside the three-point line, and a long rebound goes right back to her. Grange will go up top. Brazlis. Carvalho. About 10 on the shot clock. The Wolverines having a really hard time finding the open man. Carvalho tries dumping it down inside, but solid interior defense just results in a turnover.
Yeah, the Firestorm on the inside, they're fronting the Wolverine players, their bigs, so it's making the entry passes very difficult from up top.
Way short on the three was Davis. The Wolverines down 24-20 with 7 minutes left in the first half. Williams, nice drop step. She'll flip it up with the left hand off the glass and good.
Yeah, great footwork by Williams right there and using the offhand, able to finish strong.
Willingham will skip the ball over, back to Willingham. Enders, quick trigger, way too strong, and the long rebound goes out of bounds. Utah Valley with a chance to tie here or take the lead if they hit a three. The Firestorm still shooting the ball well at 47% as a team. And they are perfect from the free throw line. Jones able to knock down the fadeaway. We are tied up at 24.
I like that play right there by the Wolverines. Just a quick post up by Jones, coming from the backside, able to get the entry pass and finish.
Christmas goes right at two defenders, gets the ball poked out. Utah Valley with a chance to take their first lead today. Jones has a corner look from three, no good. Good look, but didn't.
It's a great look right there. You just got to be able to knock it down.
Polite will shift it over, and the corner three is way too long. Grange comes up with the rebound.
Utah Valley's been able to do a good job limiting the Firestorm from the three-point line. They knocked down that first one to start the game, but are 1 for 8 since.
Carvalho will back it out. Just over 5 minutes left in the half. 6 on the shot clock. Carvalho is going to have to pull up. She does, and in and out, no good. But there's Williams. She can't connect, gets another rebound, puts it in this time.
Josie Williams did an excellent job right there, getting the rebound and keeping it high so none of the guards could dig on her and take it away.
All right, we'll see if Utah Valley can take the lead after this.
You only need to answer one question. Will you accept the challenge to become? No matter where you are in life, no matter your interests. From innovative exercise science, outdoor recreation to STEM programs, there's a place for you at Utah Valley University. A place to engage, to rise, to succeed, to become.
Label me.
You know you want to.
Don't be shy.
You do it behind my back.
So say it to my face.
You don't know me.
You know what I am?
I'm a pitcher.
I'm a striker.
I'm a point guard.
I'm a linebacker.
I'm a setter. Shortstop. High jumper.
Wrestler.
Defender.
Goalie.
Student.
Student athletes.
That's who we are.
The scoreboard still not quite working. Utah Valley leading 26-24. They have taken their first lead of the day after being down by as many as 7 to start. And Utah Valley's gone on a 6-0 run over the last 2 minutes, while Arizona Christian has been in a scoring drought for the last 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Again, we apologize for the scoreboard issues, but we will definitely update you as often as we possibly can. Under 5 to play in the first half. We are back in action. Polite will send it on over to Davis. Wolverines bringing that rotating, trapping zone. They've been able to force a few turnovers out of it so far. Corner 3 is on the way and good for Enders, ending the scoring drought.
Yeah, she's one of their best three-point shooters for Arizona Christian, so the Wolverines have got to watch her on that backside as the Firestorm make that cross-court pass.
Dangerous pass inside, and it just, I didn't know who it was going to go to. The ball just ended up amongst a bunch of different players, but the Firestorm able to gather it up. Davis will skip it over. Enders, a three again. This one no good. And looks like Grange will be called. I think she may have gotten out of position and committed the foul.
Looks like they're going to call it on Jacobson.
It was Jacobson.
Yeah, just giving the old forearm shiver in the back on the defensive glass.
The ball will stay under the basket for Arizona Christian. T. Waters to inbound under the basket. Christmas finds the lane. She'll scoop it up with her left hand. It is no good, and Harvey didn't really know what to do. She was tracking it down and didn't know if she should touch it. Unfortunately, it didn't. Nope, I guess it did work out. The officials talk it over, and it will go back to the Wolverines. Jacobson will bring it down for the Wolverines. Jacobson had really nowhere to go, and Jones is hand-checked in the corner. Only the first team foul in the second quarter by Arizona Christian. The Wolverines have committed 3.
Arizona Christian, 4 of their 5 players are pretty much the exact same size, same length, so they're able to switch pretty much every ball screen that they have.
Jacobson had a solid take to the basket with a nice hesitation dribble, but it is waved off as Harvey committed the offensive foul. Waters finds a cutting Moody under the basket. And Arizona Christian back up by 3.
Yeah, that was a great back cut by Moody, able to slip in right behind the defense and Waters with a great dish.
Jacobson uses the hesitation dribble and scores on the opposite side. She can do it on both sides of the basket.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Just that little bit of hesitation was able to pause the defense, and she was able to get by.
Another nice dump down inside, and I think we're going to have a jump ball. It's not a travel, but a jump ball as Moody was wrapped up on her way to the basket. You can see on the replay, just right up into the hands of Harvey and Brazlis. Christmas gets it stripped from behind. Jacobson, she's going to go one-on-one against her defender and is bumped. Second team foul on Arizona Christian. They lead by 1, 29-28 with 2:35 remaining in the first half.
Yeah, Christmas didn't see Jacobson on the backside. Jacobson just being sneaky, poking her hand in, able to knock loose the ball and start off the fast break.
Jacobson inbound, finds Jones. Harvey inside Grange. She turns, fires a little short. No good. Slaughter gets picked up in the corner, and she'll skip it way on over to Davis. Beautiful pass inside. Moody has been at the right place at the right time under the basket. A couple of back-to-back baskets for her.
Oh, yeah, they're going to get a travel there. Brazlis, she's got to make sure that she puts the ball down before she starts moving. It's an easy call for the officials to make right there up at the top. They're just waiting and watching. We'll see if the Wolverines can keep check on Moody, who just actually subbed out, but down on that backside baseline.
Christmas tried to go high-low down to Slaughter. It was a nice pass, but Slaughter unable to connect. Malufau has checked in for Utah Valley. Malufau, a versatile post player from Hawaii. Ball will no, it will not. It's going to go back to the Firestorm. 1:18 left, and Maria Carvalho will check back in for Sophia Jacobson.
See if the Wolverines go with that half-court trap here after the second or third pass.
Enders makes the extra pass, and it is blocked in the corner. Harvey says no. Great closeout, the casual three-point block. Christmas kind of bobbled the ball, and we're going to have a blocking foul. This will go against Grange. She hit the floor kind of hard. Hopefully she's okay.
Hey, Tony! Back.
You can see on the replay, not sure if she...
Yeah, it looks like maybe a little knee-to-knee contact. That's my guess. After watching the replay, hopefully she's all right. She's a great player for the Wolverines. A freshman guard from Salt Lake City, Utah, Skyline High School grad.
She's able to get up and walk off herself, which is always a great sign. And she will get checked out by the athletic training staff of Utah Valley. But in the meantime, looks like Christmas will head to the free throw line as it was a blocking foul. Christmas perfect from the free throw line, 7 of 7. Make that 8 of 8. Starting to see why she averages so many points a game.
Yeah, when you're able to get to the line as much as she does and you're able to stroke it from the free throw line, it's easy to get at least 10 points a game just from the charity stripe.
She's up to 11. Under a minute to play, 20 on the shot clock. Cortez out to Kiana De Los Santos. De Los Santos, nice move inside. She'll float it up on the baseline. Sweet touch. About 5 seconds between the game clock and shot clock. Enders, she'll skip it over to Davis. Enders has a quality look from 3, and she buries it. Wolverines can shoot the last shot of the half. Nice crossover from Carvalho. Corner 3 is on the way. No good. Harvey can't clean it up, and that will do it. That'll be the end of the first half. Coach Nixon, all smiles, was happy with the efforts. Utah Valley finds themselves down by 6 at the end of the first half. We'll take a break here on the WAC Digital Network along with the Facebook live stream. Utah Valley 38% from the floor, while Arizona Christian shooting 43%. And that's really been the difference. Both teams have committed 8 turnovers. Nine of 9 from the free throw line, Arizona Christian. We'll be right back.
Make some noise! Let's do this.
Late.
Showtime, come on. Creative, the world needs an answer. Give us the answer. Creativity never play on repeat. Put your own spin on things. Let a new wave begin.
All right, come on, let's go.
2 seconds.
Creators run the show.
We want the awesome.
From the cage to the stage. Rise up from the streets to the pros.
So much.
Creativity is the answer to a world divided. Tear down those walls. Make worlds unite. Flip the script. Rewrite the rules. Creativity is the answer. Now over to you.
You only need to answer one question.
Will you accept the challenge to become?
It doesn't matter your situation in life,
No matter your interest,
whether your first choice or second chance.
there's a place for you.
Place for you.
Place for you at UVU.
Place to engage, to rise, to succeed.
To become.
Looking to spend that birthday money, Tyler? I'm just not sure which one to get. Well, they are both pretty cool. But saving some of that money would be pretty cool too. Yep.
When's the right age to teach your children how to save and spend money wisely? Right now, with the Be Money Smart program only at Utah Community Credit Union. Inspiring smart decisions.
To national championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Ready to go? Let's have some fun.
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
Will you accept the challenge to become? No matter where you are in life, no matter your interests, from award-winning accounting to marketing and entrepreneurship programs, there's a place for you at Utah Valley University. A place to engage, to rise, to succeed, to become.
Dear James, when you were born, I nicknamed you Lucky. But luck has nothing to do with it. You've created your own path. The hours in our driveway paved the way to state championships.
So James Harden, how does it feel to be MVP? You don't feel great, though.
In the desert, you grew your game, and you shattered expectations. It wasn't long until you suited up for draft day.
James Harden.
Looking back now, you've always been creative. Doing it your way, on your terms. You were dreaming big then, but when you left me that note, keep this paper, I'ma be a star. You were already my brightest star.
Step back three. Bottom. James Harden.
And now, you're showing everyone else.
Oh!
late.
Go, guys, come on.
Creators, the world needs an answer. Give us the answer. Creativity is the answer. Never play on repeat. Put your own spin on things. Let a new wave begin.
All right, come on, let's go.
2 seconds.
Creators run the show. We want the answer. From the cage to the stage. Rise up from the streets to the pros.
So much.
Creativity is the answer to a world divided. Tear down those walls. Make worlds unite. Flip the script. Rewrite the rules. Creativity is the answer. Now over to you.
You only need to answer one question.
Will you accept the challenge to become?
It doesn't matter your situation in life.
No matter your interest.
Whether your first choice or second chance.
There's a place for you.
Place for you.
Place for you at UVU.
Place to engage,
To rise.
to succeed.
To become.
Looking to spend that birthday money, Tyler? I'm just not sure which one to get. Well, they are both pretty cool. But saving some of that money would be pretty cool too. Yep.
When's the right age to teach your children how to save and spend money wisely? Right now, with the Be Money Smart program only at Utah Community Credit Union. Inspiring smart decisions.
To national championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Ready to go? Let's have some fun.
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
One question. Will you accept the challenge to become? No matter where you are in life, no matter your interests, from award-winning accounting to marketing and entrepreneurship programs, there's a place for you at Utah Valley University. A place to engage, to rise, to succeed, to become.
Dear James, when you were born, I nicknamed you Lucky. But luck has nothing to do with it. You've created your own path. The hours in our driveway paved the way to state championships.
So James Harden, how does it feel to be MVP? It feels great, you know?
In the desert, you grew your game, and you shattered expectations. It wasn't long until you suited up for draft day.
James Harden.
Looking back now, you've always been creative. Doing it your way, on your terms. You were dreaming big then, but when you left me that note, keep this paper, I'ma be a star. You were already my brightest star.
MVP, baby!
Step back three, bottom! James Harden!
And now, you're showing everyone else.
And welcome back to the Lockhart Arena. Utah Valley down by 6 to the visiting Firestorm of Arizona Christian. Arizona Christian has been off to a hot start. They started 7-0 in this particular game. They are also 5-1 on the season, and they happen to have the best scorer in their division, that being Miss Christmas, who averages about 28 points a game. She's up to 11 right now, and 9 of 9 from the free throw line. So not having the greatest shooting night, 1 of 6, 0 of 2 from 3, but man, is she efficient from the free throw line, and Utah Valley having a hard time keeping her off of the free throw line. The Wolverines, definitely some good things, definitely some bad things, but given the lead, Dylan, what do you think needs to be a little bit different for Utah Valley to close the gap and then extend a lead here in this game?
I think it comes with their offensive side of not being stagnant. They started off the game very stagnant. No one was moving unless the person had the ball. So they need to do a better job working the ball around. And if you don't have the ball, look to make a back cut. We saw Moody do that for the Firestorm multiple times and get easy backdoor buckets. The Wolverines can do that exact same thing as Arizona Christian is overplaying on the defensive side. They're fronting the bigs of the Wolverines. And this is going to enable the Wolverines to get some opportunities, off a back door that they wouldn't get against a normal defense.
But the second half about to start. We're still having some shot clock issues, so we apologize for that. We'll keep you as updated as we possibly can. Wolverines with the ball to start the second half. Cortez will inbound to Maria Carvalho. Holland at the top of the key. Picked up early by Christmas. They'll go right back over to Carvalho. Holland. She'll drop step inside, and my goodness, gets the ball blocked, but she'll put it back up and in. Great way to recover after a very impressive block by Willingham.
Yeah, great job sticking with it, not being frazzled and getting the block shot and just going right back up with it again.
Wolverines putting on some heavy pressure, but Davis able to squeak her way out of it, and she flips the ball out of bounds. Holland kind of took a shot, no whistle, but the Wolverines will get it back.
Excellent job by Carvalho and Brasilis, really trapping up in that top right corner, just frazzling Davis, making her speed it up, and just lost control out of bounds.
Eve Brasilis, top of the key. Brasilis down on the block. She turns right into a triple team. That means somebody's open. Cortez, she'll fake. Had a look from 3, but didn't take it. She'll take this one, though. It's on the way and short. Manages to somehow get her own rebound, and it is ripped away by Enders. Enders leading the way for all scorers with 13 points and comes up with a big steal.
Cortez, she's a knockdown shooter. She's got to put up that first one. Best open look. You just got to pull the trigger.
Long pass out to Enders.
Great anticipation.
Carvalho jumped quite a bit higher than I thought she was capable of. She just skied out and stole the ball. Results in an easy transition bucket. 4 points for her today. And the Wolverines trim it down to 2. Christmas, baseline jumper, no good. Holland with the rebound. Holland with 4 rebounds and 9 points. Cortez, she'll drive and float it up. It is good. We are tied up at 36, a 6-0 run to start the second half.
Yeah, great start by the Wolverines here, getting 6 quick points on Arizona Christian and forcing the Firestorm head coach to call a timeout.
And we'll take a break on the WAC Digital Network. We'll see you in a moment.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win,
I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
Utah Valley has tied it up at 36, going on a 6-0 run to start the second half. You know, I was asking you, Dylan, what does Utah Valley need to do to, close the gap and potentially take the lead? It looks like they're doing just that.
Yeah, they're doing an excellent job, first and foremost on the defensive end, causing 2 turnovers and 1 missed basket by the Firestorm. And then they're doing a great job on the offensive end, working the ball around, cutting, and getting inside the paint.
All right, can the Firestorm end the drought? They've had a couple of solid defensive stands, but they haven't been able to turn it into points yet. Davis gets the ball taken right away. Great job by Utah Valley closing those gaps, and Jones throws it right into the shoe of Davis. Wolverines will get it back. 27 seconds on the shot clock, 7:36 left in the third quarter. Brazlis will hand off to Jones. Jones gets the ball stripped. Great transition bucket by Willingham. She went right at Carvalho, and Carvalho, not much she could do about it. Holland was backing down, trying to figure out which way she was going to turn, and got the ball poked out in the process.
Yeah, that's the third turnover they've had by Holland on the inside on those entry passes. She gets it, but the Firestorm are just really collapsing hard. She's got to make quicker decisions and either, make a quick move or, look for one of her teammates off on the outside.
Christmas sweeping left and able to score. Seen her do that over and over again, where she'll start on the right side and then just kind of drive across the center all the way to the left side, and it's resulted in free throws a few times for her. The ball is poked away, nearly another Wolverine turnover, but it will stay with UVU. Jones will check out, and in comes De Los Santos, and it looks like Malufau will check into the game for Eve Brazlis. Cortez takes the inbound. They'll go back to Maria. Carvalho takes that high pick. Holland has a look from 3. She'll fire. A little too strong. Rebound ends up in the hands of Christmas, but De Los Santos pokes it away. She was hoping for a deflection, but doesn't get it. Arizona Christian has extended their lead back to 4. The Wolverines they've been able to close the gap a few times, but they just have not been able to develop a lead.
Yeah, it was a great timeout by the Arizona Christian coach. Regathered his teammates, and they've done a great job getting inside the paint against the Wolverines, and they did it just there again.
Great pass inside by Davis. She finds a cutting Christmas. Davis with 6 assists so far today. That's a correction. 7 assists for Davis so far. Holland straight on. Looks like she's going to go right at Enders. Able to squeak on by and scores. First player to double-digit scoring for the Wolverines. Holland is up to 11. Nice fake. The floater is no good, and goodness, we got a couple of Wolverines. When I say a couple of Wolverines, I mean De Los Santos kind of pummeled Christmas into the ground. Hopefully she's okay. Looks like the officials are going to take a look at the play as Christmas, we kind of over here, she was saying that she was punched in the head. So the officials are going to take a look and see what happened.
We'll have to take a look at that replay, there's definitely some accidental contact, but I don't know if at the end of it, if De Los Santos threw a little extra elbow to the head or not.
Yeah, it kind of looked like, they both hit the ground, but De Los Santos definitely, whether it was intentional or not, put all of her weight into falling on top of Christmas. So not entirely sure, but that's the official's job to determine whether there was foul play or not. We'll find out. But in the meantime, taking a look at the score, or the stats basically, Arizona Christian shooting 45% from the floor as a team, while Utah Valley shooting 41%. The Wolverines have had 6 more shot attempts, but they just haven't been able to knock down as many shots.
Yeah, they came out really strong in the beginning of the third period, able to work the ball around and get inside the paint. But the Firestorm have done an excellent job on collapsing on the defensive end and making it more difficult for this latter half of the third period on the Wolverines. Michaela Enders leading the way for Arizona Christian with 13 points. She's 3 of 5 from behind the three-point line. We haven't seen her knock down a three here yet in the second half. The Wolverines doing a great job keeping tabs on her outside.
And the officials talked to the coaches. It doesn't look like there was any foul play involved, which is always a good sign. Carvalho gets the inbound. Cortez up top to Brazlis. Brazlis has been leading the way in scoring for the Wolverines, but we haven't seen too much today. Only 4 points and only 4 total shot attempts for Eve.
Yeah, she's got a tough defender on her, though. Enders does a great job on both ends of the floor for the Firestorm.
Malufau able to track down the board, can't get it. And we'll have a foul under the basket. This will stay. Looks like it'll stay with Utah Valley, and a little bit of controversy. Looks like we're going to have a timeout on the floor. So we will take a little break as well. We'll be right back on the WAC Digital Network.
A Mountain Dew kickstart.
Utah Valley down 4, which seems to be the trend as the Wolverines have been able to close the gap and tie it up, even take a 1-point lead a couple of times, but credit Arizona Christian for being able to open the lead back up to between 4 and 6 points almost every time the Wolverines go on a run. So looks like we will have the ball under the basket for Utah Valley, under their own basket. Carvalho has to float it up on over, and Cortez will gather it up. Cortez hasn't had any quality looks in a while. She was able to knock down a 3 early on, but Arizona Christian's defense has been really good. We'll have a foul as Malufau gets it on the low block. She'll head to the free throw line.
Utah Valley did an excellent job working the ball around the outside, really creating some space on the interior for Malufau, and she went up very strong. Wasn't able to convert, but at the line, knocking down the first.
I loved, as you saw in the replay there, I loved how she gave a little pump fake real quick to get her defender up and then was able to draw the foul right afterwards. So smart play from the freshman. Second free throw rattles out, and ball is poked away. It will go back to the Firestorm. 4:40 to play in the third quarter. The Wolverines down by 3. Brazlis tries sneaking into the passing lane. She got a hand on the ball, but did make some contact on Enders, so that will be the second, make that the first Wolverine team foul of the quarter.
A good idea, great anticipation, just a split second too late and got body contact on Enders.
Looks like a jump ball as Slaughter took a dribble and it kind of went off of her foot. She lost it. Ball will stay with the Firestorm. Four and a half to play in the third quarter. Embers will fake the 3, had nowhere to go. Now Davis. Davis finds a cutting Willingham. Davis really good at penetrating and dumping it off to cutters. Looks like we'll have a foul on Davis as Cortez was cutting inside. Davis's second personal foul. And she did just record her 8th assist today.
Yeah, she does an excellent job with the ball in her hands, creating opportunities for her teammates, and Willingham with a great cut on the backside. But then Davis just a little too aggressive on the defensive end, fouling Holland.
Real close to a 5-second call, but Wolverines able to inbound just in time. Carvalho to De Los Santos. She had a look, but didn't take it.
A lot of standing around by the Wolverines right now. They got to get moving.
Cortez gets it poked out from behind, and looks like we'll have a foul on Cortez. One of those frustration fouls. Her third personal foul, so we may see her head to the bench. And it looks like Malu Fau is going to check in for Cortez. You were talking about the Wolverines have done a lot of standing around. Some of that, obviously, the Wolverines could do a little bit better job of, cutting and getting themselves open. But Arizona Christian has done a really good job of frustrating the Wolverine offense. Only 6 assists for Utah Valley so far, 11 assists for Arizona Christian.
Yeah, they're switching pretty much every ball screen or handoff that the Wolverines are doing. So it's really clogging up the driving lanes and frustrating the Wolverines.
Malu Fau able to draw the charge. You can see on the replay, she was moving, but she did get kind of that shoulder lowered into her. So gotta love the sacrifice by Malu Fau. A lot of dribble handoffs around the perimeter. Nobody open, though. Holland nearly lost the ball. Brazlis, she'll drive in, float it up with her left hand, and score. Eve Brazlis, who's been really quiet today, able to get her third basket. She is 3 of 5 with 6 points, 5 rebounds. Christmas for 3, no good. Malu Fau fakes the long 3, and she'll give it to De Los Santos. De Los Santos, she'll fire it up and score from deep. The Wolverines they don't take a lead, they tie it up at 44.
Yeah, that was a great job by De Los Santos, not hesitating like she did on 2 possessions ago where she had the open look. This time she just caught it and fired and knocked down a great 3-point shot for the Wolverines.
Nice drop step inside by Moody. She's able to get around Malu Fau and draws the foul, unable to connect, but she will head to the free throw line where Arizona Christian is a perfect 9 of 9, but all 9 of those free throw attempts have come from Christmas. So first time seeing another player at the free throw line. This one comes up short, so their first miss today. Slaughter also checking in for Enders. Second free throw is good. Christmas jumps into the passing lane and knocks it out.
We've seen her do that a couple of times after some made baskets. She's been able to deflect some passes by the Wolverines, and even on fast breaks like that. She's an excellent job at reading the offense. And that comes with experience, as she is a senior for this Arizona Christian team.
Brazlis pops out, and she'll float it up, left-handed drive. Pretty move from Eve Brazlis. She's up to 8 points. And the first lead of the day for Utah Valley, 46-45. Beautiful pass over the top for Moody. She scores, and just like that, the lead is gone. Utah Valley down 1. Malufau in the paint. She'll turn and fire. Can't connect. The ball will stay with Utah Valley. Nixon will send Josie Williams back into the lineup. A little extra help in the rebounding battle. Brazlis finds herself under the basket, and a great pass by De Los Santos. Eve will head to the charity stripe.
Yeah, just a little slip on the screen that Brazlis was setting, and she was able to slip it. De Los Santos found her on the baseline, and a blocking foul on the Firestorm. Going to put her at the line for 2.
Brazlis misses the first free throw. Second free throw is good.
We've got De Los Santos and Christmas both falling to the ground again. Seems to be a little tussle going on between these two.
It's been a little scrappy, even when we've gone to commercial. There's been a little extra sauce between those two players. Tied up at 47, a minute and some change left in the third quarter. Looks like we'll have a travel. This will go on Willingham. I think we are tied up at 47, but our makeshift scoreboard on the side is a little bit off. Now we are good, 47 all. Utah Valley with a chance to take the lead again. Holland, she'll hand the ball off. Now back up top to Carvalho. Under a minute to play in the third quarter. 15 on the shot clock. Carvalho has a lane wide open. She'll float it up. Way too strong, though. I think she was surprised by how open she was.
Yeah, she turned that corner, and she definitely had quite the sized lane. Just a little too aggressive off the glass.
Holland jumps the passing lane and scoops it up with the right hand on the left side. Utah Valley goes up by 2. 30 seconds left. A few seconds between the game clock and shot clock.
Wolverines got to keep an eye on Enders here on this backside. The Arizona Christian Firestorm, they've done this double back screen for her. They did it in the first half, and she knocked down a 3. They got to watch for it to happen again.
Enders, deep 3 on the way, and good! What a shot. 1 second, Carvalho chooses not to shoot, and Arizona Christian goes back up by 1 off of an impressive, deep 3-point shot by Enders. Enders with 16 points to lead all scorers. We'll take a break on the WAC Digital Network. Stick around for some fourth quarter action.
What is it about the car shopping experience at Murdoch Hyundai that has everyone talking? Maybe it's the safety inspections or the car washes for life. It could be the price match guarantee, or maybe it's just the way you're treated. Come fall in love in Linden, Logan, and Murray at Murdoch Hyundai. your no-regrets dealer.
I'll tell you what, listeners, we are in for an exciting finish as the Wolverines have been able to close the gap. They've been able to go up by 2 or 3 a couple times, but Arizona Christian, anytime the Wolverines go up, they're able to put an abrupt stop to any offensive run. And the most recent of those was a deep, near NBA range 3-point shot by Enders. She is 4 of 6 from downtown, 16 points, 5 rebounds. In 25 minutes, she has just been absolutely stellar. Her and Christmas with 15 points. Hasn't shot the ball particularly well, but she is 9 of 9 from the free throw line. It's been an exciting matchup. Two very different teams, but
definitely different teams, different playing styles. You know, Utah Valley doing a great job battling, staying close to Arizona Christian. You know, they just got to be able to get the lead and shut down Arizona Christian's next possession, because they always seem to make a big play. And Enders, you know, closing out that third quarter with a deep, deep dagger. It'll put them back up by 1 to start this fourth quarter.
Jordan Holland drove in, was hoping for a foul, no whistle, but the Wolverines get the ball back. Holland, she'll pass to Eve Brazlis. One more pass, De Los Santos. 3 ball is no good, and she somehow comes up with the ball. Holland finds a lane and is fouled on her way to the basket. Holland with 13 points to lead Utah Valley.
I think Holland's a little bit more comfortable getting the ball and going to the rim off the dribble rather than, you know, getting it down on the block with the post up. You know, it's a whole different, you know, visual when you get the ball and you can see a clear path and you know you can take it and draw a foul. If not, you know, rather than having your back to the basket and 3 guards digging at you.
Second free throw rattles out. She misses both. Rare for Jordan Holland. Christmas will bring it down. Skips it to Enders, and Utah Valley wisely closes her out. Davis, she'll catch and fire. No good. Ball is knocked out by Arizona Christian. Utah Valley with a chance to take the lead again. Cortez, 1 of 4 from distance, 2 of 7 from the field with 6 points. Carvalho wanted the mid-range jumper. De Los Santos drives, scoops it up, and is fouled. Arizona Christian totally baffled by the call. I think the officials are talking over who the foul is going to be on, and they will give it to number 12, Moody. She'll pick up her 4th personal foul, so she will head to the bench.
Yeah, that's a tough one right there. It looked like there wasn't a lot of contact as De Los Santos was going up with it. It was more so on her way down. Her legs got tangled up with one of Arizona Christian's players' legs, and just didn't have the space to land, so the refs are going to call that.
Yeah, you have to. You got to protect shooters that way. There's been a lot of injuries, a lot of ankle injuries when players don't have enough space to land. So she gets the friendly whistle, knocks down her first free throw. Second one on the way, and gets the friendly roll.
The Wolverines here need to play lockdown defense. They've got a 1-point lead. Look for Enders or someone making a back cut.
Davis drives. She'll kick it out. Not Enders again. She doesn't make this one. Utah Valley fortunate that she didn't connect.
Yeah, that's a good look right there by Arizona Christian. They'll take that all day long with Enders, how she shoots it.
Holland, straight on, gets picked up by Christmas. Holland, quick trigger, 3 is way too strong. Christmas with the long rebound.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the best shot for the Wolverines to be taking there, but she makes up for it on the defensive end, taking another charge.
You can see it on Christmas's face. She just feels like she has been on the wrong end of so many 50-50 calls.
Yeah, she's been on the ground quite a bit because of these Wolverines and their feisty defense.
Carvalho, she'll drive in. Looks like the intent was to drop it off to Brazlis, but the defense decided to close off the lane, which opened up a free layup for Carvalho. And a 3-point lead is the largest lead of the day for Utah Valley. Another steal. De Los Santos all alone. She will score a 5-point lead for the Wolverines, their biggest today.
Trapping defense is really putting pressure on Arizona Christian. They're way outside the three-point line, and another turnover.
Cortez, she'll go right at her defender. She scores, but it is. Hang on, the officials, looks like they're talking it over because one of them. Okay, no, it's going to be a block because initially it looked like she was calling an offensive foul. Cortez with the bucket and a chance to score 3 the old-fashioned way. And she does. Great job by Cortez. She's up to 9 points. Grange checks in for the Wolverines. It's been a scrappy game, and you got to give credit to Utah Valley because they've clearly been able to frustrate Arizona Christian and get them a little out of sync.
Yeah, Utah Valley doing a great job with their half-court trap, able to put pressure, and Arizona Christian having to call a timeout.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Huh? Let's do this. Let's do this.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
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 I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level.
Give your head a Mountain Dew kickstart.
Be a king in your mind, but do the work of a servant. With a purpose on the mission, you get to what you deserving. If it's worth it, you'll be on straight and narrow instead of swerving. Ignore the dream killers and doubters, cause they ain't perfect.
Dang, still a lot of doubters out there. What do you want to tell them?
Thank you for the motivation.
Give your head a Mountain Dew kickstart.
Welcome back to the Lockhart Arena. Utah Valley has been able to open up their largest lead of the game by 8, and it's happened very quickly. The Wolverines 3 of their last 3. And Arizona Christian in a bit of a drought.
Yeah, the Wolverines were able to cause a couple quick turnovers back to back right there by the Firestorm, and they were able to convert it on the offensive end. And that's given them an 8-point lead here with 7 minutes remaining. And another turnover by the Wolverines, but a travel.
Great job by Grange to get a hand on the ball, and then credit Arizona Christian for putting an abrupt stop to the transition opportunity for UVU. Davis, she'll pull the trigger from deep. This is no good. Grange comes up with the board. Nice pass inside. Holland has a wide open look. She's able to score easily. I feel like we're watching a completely different Wolverine team right now than what we've seen through the first 3 quarters.
Yeah, the Wolverines are doing a really good job of being aggressive on both ends of the floor. They really have Arizona Christian on their heels.
First double-digit lead of the game for either team. 60-50, 6:28 left in the game. Davis drives baseline. She'll float it up and in.
She does a really good job of getting down along the baseline with her dribble and either creating an opportunity for her teammate or for herself, as we just saw.
Cortez a little strong, unable to connect. You gotta love a point guard like Davis when the intent is to drive and kick. I mean, clearly she has 9 assists so far today, which is just awesome. But if the pass isn't there, she has no problem trying to score, and she does. In the meantime, a great job by Moody getting her own rebound. She's up to 9 points. Playing with those 4 fouls, though, got to be careful.
Wolverines need to do a good job here, working the clock and getting a high-quality shot.
Carvalho knocks down the long 2. She's capable of that. We've seen her do that in games past. She just hasn't been quite as aggressive on the offensive end today. Another trap. Enders, she'll pull up way too strong on the elbow jumper. Carvalho, nice pass inside. Holland, up and good. Tough shot.
Yeah, fantastic job by Carvalho seeing Holland on the fast break, and Holland doing an excellent job finishing on the difficult fast break.
Nice skip pass. Enders wanted the 3, but didn't have enough time to get the 3 off. Oh, what a pass inside. Davis with the no-look dish. Assist number 10.
I'd like to see Carvalho, potentially hit another pull-up jumper on one of these next few possessions or look to attack the basket. But Broslis doing a great job posting up on the inside and getting the easy 2.
Enders, quick trigger. She'll fire from 3 and knock it down. She is now 5 of 8 from downtown with 19 points.
She knew that was in. She shot that right in front of us over here on the right wing, and as soon as she let it go, she started turning.
Braslis down inside. Holland with a reverse layup. Nifty play. Holland 1 point away from tying her career high. Another 3 on the way. The bank is open. And this game getting a little closer than you would expect as the Wolverines went on a nice little run, but back-to-back 3s for Arizona Christian. Trim it down to 6. The Wolverines call timeout.
Yeah, both teams, Arizona Christian, 3 of their last 3, and UVU 4 of their last 4 going into this timeout.
We'll take a break here on the WAC Digital Network. Stick around for the end of this.
Let's do this. Let's do it. Huh? Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do it. Let's do this. Let's do it. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level.
Give your head a Mountain Dew kickstart.
Be a king in your mind, but do the work of a servant. With a purpose on the mission, you get to what you deserve. If it's worth it, you'll be on straight and narrow instead of swerving. Ignore the dream killers and doubters, because they ain't perfect.
Dang, still a lot of doubters out there. What do you want to tell them?
Thank you for the motivation.
Carvalho, top of the key. Just knocked down a long 2. Decides to pass it out. De Los Santos with a quick trigger from 3. It's no good. And Carvalho tracks down her long miss. 14th offensive rebound for Utah Valley, so they've given themselves many a second chance opportunity today. Carvalho, beautiful pass inside to Malufau, but an even better defensive stop by Willingham.
This is going to be a battle to the end. Arizona Christian is not going to go away. You know, they've given up their lead that they've had all game long. They're down 6 with 2:49 remaining. But they will not give up. Look for them to put a lot of pressure on Utah Valley.
De Los Santos had a look, but she decides to hand it back off. Now she gets it back. She's going to attack and gets the ball swatted right away by Slaughter. 5 seconds left on the shot clock, though, so Utah Valley's got to be aware of that.
Utah Valley got to get a quick hitter right here. Either look for the quick post up or possibly Grange on the outside.
They'll float it up over the top. Grange, she'll track it down. 4 on the shot clock. De Los Santos, she'll fire away. Can't connect. 2.5 minutes remain. Enders, she fakes the shot. Christmas has a look. Corner 3, no good. Rebounded by Slaughter. Enders wanted the 3, a lot of time going off the clock. Christmas is unable to connect under the basket. De Los Santos wisely pulls back. 2 minutes left. Carvalho on the wings, takes that high pick from Brazlis. She'll fire up an elbow jumper and buries it.
Not sure if Enders is just a little bit tired, coming down this fourth quarter, but that's something she's got to get a hand up on Carvalho when you're down 6 with under 2 minutes left.
We'll take one more break. We'll be right back.
You only need to answer one question.
Will you accept the challenge to become?
No matter where you are in life.
No matter your interests.
From award-winning music
to acting.
To theater programs.
There's a place for you.
A place for you.
A place for you at UVU. A place to engage.
To rise.
To succeed.
To become.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender. Or the color of your skin. Or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Utah Valley trying to hold on to this one. They were down most of the game, but they managed to open up an 8-point lead. However, Arizona Christian with some dangerous shooters on their team. They'll go right back to Enders. It looked good from this angle, but was just a little too strong. Cortez to Carvalho. She gets trapped and could have been a carry, but no whistle there. Looks like Coach Nixon will call timeout. She's got that big smile on her face. I think that she knew that they escaped with a no call there. We'll stay right here. Utah Valley looks like they're going to be able to hold on to this one if all things go their way, but you can't rule it out because we've seen time and time again today Arizona Christian can go on runs really quickly.
Yeah, they've done it multiple times throughout the game as Utah Valley was clawing back to get within striking distance. Arizona Christian just extended their lead, on back-to-back possessions. But this time it's a different story with the Wolverines up 8 with 1:23 remaining. The Wolverines got to be expecting full court pressure from Arizona Christian, for the remaining 123, and they got to handle it with poise.
And a steal right there. Enders is able to gather it up. Beautiful pass inside, a quick bucket for Arizona Christian as Moody knocks it down.
Wolverines got to have someone flash to the middle.
Fortunately, Carvalho is able to get the ball across. A minute left. And at this point, the fouling game has begun. Willingham picks up her second personal foul. That is the 5th team foul on Arizona Christian, which will send Utah Valley to the line. Carvalho is 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Make that 3 of 3 with 11 points. 3 Wolverines in double-digit scoring. Carvalho with 11, Brazlis 11, and Holland with 19. One away from tying a career high. Make that 12 points for Carvalho. Willingham pushes it up. A long 2. She did it earlier. This one is no good. Davis with the rebound. She floats it up and in. Looks like Coach Nixon will call timeout with 47.3 left on the clock. 66 to 72 is your score. We're going to stay right here with this again. I mean, Dylan, this has just been such a wild game. You still don't necessarily feel like the Wolverines have taken control.
No, you definitely don't. But they've done a great job this fourth quarter of being the more aggressive of the two teams. On both ends of the floor. They've been able to get their lead, and they've been able to get a couple of stops after they've gotten that lead to extend it. They were the ones putting the pressure on Arizona Christian, causing turnovers and getting fast break points. And now Arizona Christian has got to play from behind, down 6 with 46 seconds remaining. As long as Utah Valley keeps the ball in the hands of their good free throw shooters, they can close this game out and get a victory.
Two of the biggest things that stand out that looks like it was the difference maker today if Utah Valley is able to come away with a victory. But as of right now, the Wolverines with 21 points off of those 18 turnovers, so they've been able to capitalize on that. Only 8 points off of turnovers for Arizona Christian. Utah Valley with 13 assists compared to the 13 turnovers, so Utah Valley usually not in the best spot when it comes to the assist-to-turnover ratio. Right now, you got to be happy with it. A quick foul, not much time, about a second comes off the clock, and Carvalho will head to the free throw line once more, where she is a perfect 4 of 4.
Yeah, Carvalho only has missed 1 free throw thus far in the season. Looking to continue that streak as she does, making the first. She's got great form, great confidence at the line. You can see that she wants the ball when the game's on the line.
Moody will check out, and in comes Enders. Free throws up and good for Carvalho. She is up to 14 points. Those 14 points are a career high for Maria Carvalho in her young freshman season. Christmas fakes the 3, and it ends up into the hands of De Los Santos. Carvalho looks like she's able to get it across midcourt. Holland, she will attack and score. It's a new career high for Jordan Holland, and that is the dagger, ladies and gentlemen.
Excellent job right there by Utah Valley, getting the turnover and then making it into 2 points.
Nice pass inside. Arizona Christian able to score. 8.8 remains on the clock, and Utah Valley going to try to just dribble it out. Looks like that is precisely what they will do, as Cortez does not shoot. So a very tough game, as Utah Valley was down for the majority of it. They managed to open up a double-digit lead at one point, and they come away with a 76-68 victory, putting them at 4-1 on the season, which you mentioned earlier in the game, or I guess before the game even started. This is the first time the Utah Valley has had a hot start like that since 2015. We'll take a break. We'll be right back for a little post-game interview with head coach Kathy Nixon.
To national championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Ready to go? Sounds fun.
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
All right, welcome back to the Lockhart Arena. The Wolverines, a very hard-fought game today. I am joined with our player of the game, Jordan Hall, and you finished with a career-high 21 points today. I mean, talk us through that game. You guys were down for most of it. It got a little scrappy in there for a bit. What did it take to come away with a win today?
Defense. We just all had to lock in and play some good defense.
It definitely showed. You guys are 4-1 to start the season, the first time that's happened since 2015. What do you guys attribute the success early on in the season to?
Our defense and our teamwork.
You know, one more game at home, and then you guys hit the road. You've got a big, tough matchup against BYU. What do you guys need to do? I mean, it's probably going to be defense again, obviously. It seems like that's really the answer in any scenario, but you're going to head out on a road trip. What are you guys expecting to go on the road after being at home for so long?
We're just going to have to stick together and play good team ball like we always do.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much, Jordan. Congrats on the win today. So again, that was Jordan Holland. We're going to be joined by head coach Kathy Nixon.
Hi, Kyle.
Hey, Coach. Thank you for joining us. That was an interesting game to I guess to put it lightly, very back and forth. You guys managed to come away with a big win towards the end. What was the difference in the fourth quarter that really allowed you guys to open it up?
I felt like, we went on that 11-point run with, 6.5 minutes left or whatever there in the fourth quarter. I felt like our conditioning and depth kicked in. And, we keep telling our players that our team is going to win and be successful by committee. And tonight, Kiana, awesome.
Yeah.
She was great. Put Valle in there. She did what needed. Got some rebounds, got some stops, scored the ball. So, on any given night, it could be any given player. I hope we'll learn to come out with a little more intention and commitment on the defensive end. It just had a weird start, and they got a run on us. And teams like that, they can put up a lot of points. They're averaging almost 90 points a game, and we knew they could score the ball. We just had to get stops. So, fortunately, we were able to pull it out.
Yeah, Coach, you got your yearly matchup with your alma mater, BYU, coming up here at home. What do you guys think you need to do to come away with another home victory?
Well, we're going to have to be really, really gritty on the defensive end and the boards. BYU is a big team. They have a lot of scoring power, and, we're going to have to really dictate the tempo of the game and just be solid with the ball. You play a team of that caliber, you got to really be good. There's not a lot of margin for error, but we'll have them prepared, and I know the girls will come out.
Last question for me here, Coach. 6-game homestand. You're about to go on your first road trip, and you have a lot of young freshman players on this team. How do you prepare them for their first road trip as a collegiate athlete?
Well, yeah, it's not an easy one either because we're going to Utah. But, I feel like with our schedule, we tried to play some home games to start with, get some confidence.